All right, guys, welcome to another edition of AudioMorpheus.com. Tonight we are at the legendary Viper Room right here in West Hollywood. I'm Taz.
I'm Dino. And guys, man, I tell you what, this place is so nostalgic. We got so many great venues around here, and it really kind of blows our mind how many amazing bands have been through this area. Not only the Viper Room, but you got the Roxy, you got the Whiskey A Go Go,
You got the Rainbow Room.
I tell you what, man, Sunset is just so full of just amazing stuff. And I tell you what, we got a great show planned for you today.
It's going to be killer, guys. I want you to stay tuned. I am absolutely stoked for you to meet these guys. I think you will be too after you meet them.
Absolutely, guys. Stay tuned and get ready for an awesome show. Hey guys, this is Dino with AudioMorpheus.com. I'm here with Angels Fall, and we got Dan and Joel here. So guys, tell me about the tour. You guys are getting down towards the end, the last part of the tour. How's it been? How's the tour been?
It's been like rock and roll boot camp, basically.
Really?
29 days, 31 days.
Wow.
Non-stop, bro. Like, we had 2 days off.
Yeah, we went for it, man. Everything from rain and shine to hot and cold to everything. I'm literally put through the ringer to kind of just get the shit moving, you know?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Literally.
Now this is nothing new to you guys, though. I mean, you guys have been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
How is this tour different from some of the previous?
I think it's the collaboration of everything. I mean, you had 3 live backs. You had the unknown industry writers, which are Carly Dudes doing wheelies and all this crazy stuff.
Right.
You've got Romantic Rock, which is like a kind of couture, kind of rockabilly, like rock and roll looking clothing line.
Right.
Catered towards women.
Okay.
And they bring those models out every day and do that. It just the collaboration of all of it. I mean, it's all different styles of people, showing off their talents and their I don't know, all in a rock and roll way.
Okay.
So it was pretty rad. You get to travel around the country and kind of show off all these cool things.
Excellent. Okay. So now you're a romantic. Obviously, that's what the whole new album's about.
Yeah, right.
And like I was saying before, I just want to thank you guys for the nice panty dropper album. It's very nice. The girls love it.
Yeah, they seem to be coming in groups.
Right. We put one of your videos.
That came out well.
We put one of your videos on the show.
Yes. That was punny.
We put your video on our show, and the comments are all coming from the chicks.
Yeah.
So again, seriously.
We write it for the girls.
Yeah,
they're the ones that want to go to the shows.
Right.
Yeah.
And we love them.
Yeah, and we love them.
Yes.
They're the reason the world goes round.
Yeah.
So how did you guys get hooked up with Century Media?
Well, about last year, we did a couple showcases, and we got a call from them. So went down and met all the guys, and the rest has been kind of history. And that's basically it. They heard the music on Octane. That was probably the biggest catalyst.
Right.
The fact that we've been in the top 10 since March 2013.
Congrats.
I mean, that's the listeners. That's not corporate pulling strings. That's not people paying for that. That's people voting for it.
Well, that's why we
love Octane.
Yes, Octane's a great station. Well, right on.
Thank
So what are we
you,
going to hear
Octane.
tonight? Are we doing the new album? It's going to do a little mixture of everything?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, there's a couple of new songs, some
All right.
newer, like heavier songs.
Nice.
We're gonna do an acoustic jam to kind of just showcase that a little bit. We got some cover song that we do. A little bit of everything. It's really just kind of like this is everything that we do all in one set.
How did you guys get together? I know you used to be with the Treyus, so how did you guys end up getting together?
It's kind of an interesting story, actually. I was, long story short, I was driving along one day, I was listening to Octane and heard Angels Fall come on, and I was like, what is this? You know what I mean? Like, I don't normally listen to this style of music, but this is really good, though. Like, what is this? And I didn't think anything of it at the time, just that it was good, and then about a month or two went by, and a buddy of mine hit me up and said, hey, our friend Chad's having a showcase down at the Slide Bar in Fullerton. His band's playing, come check it out. I'm like, all right. So I went down there, hung out, and they go on, and I'm like, Angels Fall, like, that name sounds so familiar. And all of a sudden, the song Drunk Enough came on, and I'm like, oh, this is that song I heard on Octane. Like, this is that band. Like, what are the chances of that? That's so random,
Yeah, at that time, we were a 3-piece.
Yeah.
It was just Ben and Dustin and myself up there, and we're trying to do what I'd written for a 5-piece as a 3-piece. And
yeah, I mean, I could hear it. I was like, something's missing. Like, it needs something.
he's like, this guy.
Yeah, and then a week later, I ran into the same guys again. I ran into my buddy Chad, who manages the band, and he just happened to bring up the fact that they were going on tour in 2 weeks, and they just got signed to Century. Like, the showcase went well, and they were looking for a guitar player, and I was like, like, I'm, Atreyu's kind of on hiatus right now. Like, I would love to do something like this that's not what I normally do, because outside of Atreyu, this is the stuff I write. When I'm at home by myself, like for years, this is what I write. It's like more mellow, laid back music, stuff that's a little more heartfelt. And it's like, oh, like that's why I've been practicing this stuff for so many years. Like to,
It's actually really cool to hear that, because a lot of people tend to lump you into one thing. You know, oh, this guy from the Atreyu, well, that must be all that he likes. And it's good to see that, you know, I'm sure you like all kinds of different stuff.
The great thing about like having Dan come in and be part of Angels Fall is that like at first when he came in playing with us, it was like he had all the parts down, but then he started bringing all these other nuances to the music and its other style to the music, and there was things in there that the music was missing that I had no idea was missing until he got in there. So it's like, wow, this guy's cool.
That's awesome.
So yeah,
That's awesome.
No,
Well,
dude.
so what's next after this tour? You guys going to hit in the studio, getting back into recording?
You're gonna write
Right.
some stuff.
Right on.
Yeah, we're looking
Excellent.
to have a full length out in about 7 months.
Well, man, we're absolutely excited. We, you know, honestly, we just learned about you guys recently. Heard the new album, love it. Looking forward to actually, you know, I actually read your bio, and you and I are on the same page. I'm a big Alice in Chains fan, and to read about how you want to make memories for music totally touched me, because I listen to music with everything I do, in the car, on trips, you know, vacations, whatever. It's the soundtrack to our life. And to be able to put a song on and have it remind you of a specific thing, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, for sure, brother.
And so when you know, to have that written, I was like, wow. I mean, I've been saying that for years, you know, that it just takes one song can bring you back, not only just to that time, but the feeling, sometimes every aspect of it. And you can really get into it that way, and I love it. So,
And that's what brought us into music ourselves, you know what I mean? Like loving that feeling and wanting to create that for other people, you know, and get the feeling of seeing people feel it. You know?
Yes,
That's our
It's a
own
universal
job, you know?
language, man.
right.
It is.
Indeed. And it doesn't matter what kind of music, it's the same. You know, I love the aspect of one thing that, whether you're country or hip hop or whatever the case may be, the common denominator is trying to convey a feeling to others and hope that they can actually respond to that, receive it. God, what a feeling that must be when you're seeing people down there singing your music.
You're gonna
It's
see it
awesome.
tonight, brother. Every time we play, like, having people sing it back, like that's when you know you're like, we're getting through. We're getting it.
It's making sense, you know?
Well, guys, thank you so much for taking the time and hanging out with us, man. It was absolutely awesome meeting you. And guys, from AudioMorpheus.com, guys, get out there, buy their music, all right? Get in there, click on our link, and just purchase their music and support these guys so they can keep bringing us that awesome sound. You guys take care.